The nature of Latvia is diverse and beautiful. Here are marshes, lakes, rivers, forests, and wide fields. Roes, deer, beavers, foxes, and hundreds of bird species reside in this territory. Now and then, the forests of Latvia are also visited by bears. The diversity of Latvian nature can be felt in all 4 seasons: fresh spring, abundance of summer, rich colors of autumn, and snowy winter. The spring sets in breaking ice. Streams awake and bubble, at times flooding meadows and throwing a challenge to water tourists. Cranes dance proudly in the marshes. The rutting time has begun. In the summer, everything is in blossoms. In a warm summer evening, one can watch night moths flying and hear locusts chirr. Near the edge of a forest, you can feel the giddy aroma of wild orchids. Suddenly, a frightened roebuck passes by, away from its lying. The fantastic aroma of the meadows. In scorching summertime, the cold water in rivers seems so refreshing. In the end of June, all people make fires and celebrate the shortest night of the year. Wild animals and beasts are experiencing impetuous times. The young are born. The blue cows of Latvia are expecting the new generation. Such a species is said to be nowhere else. The Baltic Sea is one of the youngest in the world. It is famous for its white sandy beaches, the steep dunes, and pieces of amber thrown out from the water during storms. The autumn sets in, bringing with it the morning frosts and the diversity of colors. It is harvest time. Grain is being brought home from the fields. Granaries are filled with the bounties of nature. The inhabitants of Latvia are fond of picking mushrooms and berries hidden in moss to treat their guests in the wintertime. Birds are testing their forces for a long flight. There is a migratory birds highway near the seacoast of Kurzeme, running north to south. In the dark evenings and at night, one can hear shadows of the past that whisper silently in the branches of trees. It is the time of year when shades of our ancestors wander around. The winter is approaching. In Latvia, it is wonderful to ski through a forest covered with snow or simply slide down a hill. From time to time, you can watch a fox, a hare, or a roe crossing fields. The winters of Latvia are frequently severe, up to -30 degrees. Wolves, foxes, deer, and other wild beasts are protected only by their own strength, which they have built up in the summertime. The Baltic Sea freezes over very seldomly, once in 5 to 6 years. Very often large ice piles form. They can be several meters high. By enjoying all the forms of winter entertainment, you can wait for the upcoming spring to set in.